Welcome to Eagle Spire Gaming. I'm your host, Crown.
Oh, I'm Crayola.
Today is August 19th, and we are reviewing Devastation of Tallarn. So, I haven't opened this up yet, so we're going to do that right now with the rustiest X-Acto knife ever. Can't even see who makes that. We got milk and cookies, and we're gonna, it's like a little unboxing without a box. So, yeah. I did get, with this, they came out with there's 3 other boxes, and there's a couple more boxes on the way. I think they're finally getting the termites. You don't know what the termites? I'm saying
like
that wrong.
Bugs?
No. No, but they do dig underground. And more, another box of Legions Imperialis, and some other stuff is on the first light tanks of the game are on the way. And all the rules for those are in here. But let's get started with this.
Cut the bug.
Yeah. I thought you said bug.
No, the bug.
Oh, I should have just cut this off screen so there wasn't so much pressure. All right. No. Yeah. Under pressure. Or are you talking about in Ganto?
Oh, that's surface pressure. That's surface pressure.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
David Bowie's.
So we're gonna try to all look at this at the same time. Very nice looking book. You've probably seen other reviews of this by now, because it's been I got it from the store like 2 days ago, and some people get to not pre-order. Some people get copies of these early, and they get to review them early. But this is our first time seeing it, looking at it. And what do you think? What do you see there? We got
a big monster there.
A big monster?
No, like right there.
So we got 3 Titans in the background. 2 of them are your favorites.
Oh, the Reaver Beavers?
Yeah, the Reaver Beavers, right there up front. I just love this one on the back with the, it's got the 2 cannons,
honestly,
the 2
they're
gun
missing
arms
a
and everything.
chance to call them beavers. If they're called Reaver Beavers.
The Beaver Titans?
You know how terrifying that would be?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make a beaver face. They kind of got a beaver face.
You know how scary that would be?
Alright, and then we got Legions Imperialis, and surprisingly, they didn't put, the Legions Imperialis on the sides there. They're not the ones, those are the first wave Legions Imperialis. I'm pretty sure battle cannon and a vanquisher cannon there. See, but they do have the shadow sword with the volcano cannon right there. And you get some infantry on both sides of it. Yeah, very nice cover. Nice little back too. What are those?
Reaver Beavers.
No, warhounds.
Those don't look like dogs.
You gotta see the feet. It's all on the feet. I think they've got this for all the books so far. Have the you open up to a nice little star map that's kind of small print and hard to see. Yeah, it's like Treasure Planet. We are here. Everybody, this is a photograph of everybody in the world right now. Well, it's not. All of our bodies are still there.
What are you talking about?
It's Earth. That's Earth.
Oh.
So everybody, if you look at a picture of the Earth,
no.
It's got everybody in it. Except for the, whoever took the photo. We got some little declassified, redacted information. So the opposite of declassified. Ooh, nice pages. Nice book.
Crisp.
That's an interesting little image. With the eagle and the snake. And the snake represents chaos? No, I don't think that represents. I don't know anything about that. It's like the symbol for Tallarn. So Tallarn, spoilers, exists in 40K, and it's still a desert.
I thought it was always a thing.
No, it was once. Okay, so Tallarn is a planet, and it was once the world, a very it was an ag world, which means it was a planet. You know, in Star Wars, you got the ice planet, you got the desert planet, you got the lava volcano planet, and you've got the city planet. The planet is just a giant city, and the planet is just a giant swamp, right?
Yeah.
You got all those, and then the forest planet. There's a planet for all the different biomes, right? Somewhere there's got to be a river planet. Well, Tallarn was a farming planet. It looked like this, very much like Earth. Very much like Earth indeed, except with a little bit less ocean. Perfect for farming. And they ruined it. They broke it. They fought on it so much that you got a timeline in here, all kinds of nice stuff.
That's because the beavers took all the wood.
This is what it looks like now. This is what it looks like now.
Which is sad.
Yeah. After the fighting. I don't even know. When is this picture taken? This isn't taken in 40K. This is taken in 31K. Yeah, in 31. That's Tallarn, right? Yeah, that's Tallarn. Okay. And yeah, so you got the beginning of these books is always gonna be a bunch of backstory and the background story about it. So here we have a Questoris Knight versus a Cerastus Castigator. I got a box of them over there somewhere. Yeah. My son wants me to make those next. They're coming. Yeah, a bunch of stuff fighting. Yeah, a whole bunch of 25. Ooh, another map. Big map. This is just telling the story. Telling the story and everything. Here we go. Some Iron Warriors. There. They're the good guys.
So creepy.
Huh?
So they're creepy.
What's creepy
Look
about
at
them?
that.
It's a beaky helmet.
Oh, I thought that was his head. Like I thought he was missing a head, and they put a flag on him. I don't know.
That's him. Okay, that's a banner.
Well, you
That's a
can't
banner. Goodness, I hate to see it when you see him, and that's actually the case. Here we have we get into some Solar stuff. Yeah. See again though, that's they're putting in the pictures of the stuff that's like we already have those. This is a book about the new stuff. That's not new.
More maps.
Yeah, more map. Nice little map. I'm sorry, I was trying to go through all this. Ooh, look at this battle. Yeah. Is that a Malcador?
Is that a question? You're questioning.
Yeah, so there's a Malcador. We got a Malcador next to a. Oh, okay. This is a Layman Russ Annihilator with the Annihilator Twin Link Las Cannon, and a couple more Warhounds. And yeah, for a second I was like, oh, it kind of looks like a Dracoset. I'm such a noob. Threw me off with the Twin Link Las Cannons. And your favorite Reaver back there.
Oh, I do like the Reaver Beavers.
Reaver Beavers. There's a Smoldering Rhino. Yeah, another.
Does it look like a rhino?
Cheeky little hidden Russ in the background too, in the back of the fires.
Oh, that's right. The rhinos are the tanks, aren't they? They're not a rhino.
They're APCs, all-purpose carriers.
Oh.
More Reaver
Like
Beavers.
a
lot of pictures of Reaver Titans in this one.
See, it catches on.
Catches on.
It catches on.
First person to comment how many Reavers are in the book entirely wins 10 internet points. We got more. Oh man, there's so much story in all this. So perfect, makes for the perfect bedtime book. And then we get some more. Here we get into the rules and stuff. Campaign. So for the first time now. No, they had campaigns in the other book too. So we get some. No, it's a little. Yeah, this is different. This is new. So we got a Warfront campaign. They're changing the way the game works. Ooh, this is different. I haven't looked at any. I haven't had. You guys saw. I cut this open today. So this is all
New.
And you're gonna need to take some time to read this. But it looks like you got some different routes there, and route A, B, C. There's 3 start points, so you start in the middle. Examples. I'm gonna have to take some time to read this to see what's going on, but it kind of reminds me of like in video games. So Call of Duty War of the War. No, not War of the War. Call of Duty 3. Not Advanced Warfare 3. No. Call of Duty 3. Right? It had a game mode Warzone, and there were 5 flags, and at the end of flag 5 is red team's base, flag 1 is blue team's base, and you start battling for the flag in the middle. Flag 3, when you take that flag, now you're battling. If red team takes that flag, now you're fighting for flag 2. This is kind of giving me that feeling like you're changing how you're going through something different. This is looks very interesting for a campaign. I have some thoughts of my own on a campaign that I will share later. That we will do. And then we got some new game modes. We got Breach the Stronghold. Everyone loves breaching strongholds, but nobody loves breaching strongholds more than the Iron Warriors. Here's a whole campaign. A whole special rules for a special campaign. They just told us about campaigns, and now they got a special one that they're going to do, too. Campaign expansions. Campaign rosters. Yeah, they got this in every book. Oh. Saves your page.
I know what a bookmark is.
Like this is. Oh, what is this? What is this futuristic device that they've got there? Here's another picture. There is like 3 to 4 Titans in every picture, it seems. You can't see them there, but they're back there. They are awesome.
I guess for the price you're paying.
2 more
for a bookmark.
Yeah. I haven't seen I haven't seen a War Master yet, and I haven't seen a Direwolf yet in here, or a Warbringer. Here's some knight. They got knights in here. Victory boons. Victory boons represent the spoils of victory, either the effects that victory has on the resolve and morale of an army, or material gains not represented through requisition points. Ooh. Special rules? Oh, you can bring Fog of War into the... Yes! Okay, so they got rules in here for Fog of War and a hidden setup. And I've thought of this in my head. See, I'm a big fan of a game called Stratego. It's a board game. It's kind of like chess. It's like chess. Yeah, except for there's a lot more pieces, and they all pretty much move the exact same, except for one. But in it, you set up, and I have memories of this from like being when I was like 10. Me and my dad would play, and you set up a divider in the middle. That is really close. You set up a divider in the middle of the board, and you place your piece so that the opponent can't see where you're putting your pieces. And the entire time you're playing the game, they can't see which pieces are what. So it's kind of like if you said, like, all right, I've got my rook, but it might just be a pawn. She might think it's a pawn. I might walk it around like, oh no, my rook wants to stay away from the queen because it's just a pawn. And then another rook comes by, and my rook's like, surprise, I was actually a rook all along. But you put this board up in the middle, and I'm not going to read this right now for you guys. I'm not going to read this, but Fog of War. I mean, hidden setup. That's talking about what you do in Stratego. I don't know if that's rules for Stratego, but that's just how we always play.
I don't like Stratego.
You've never played it.
Our kids.
I don't like spinach. You've never eaten it.
I do like spinach.
Spinach gets a bad rap. I blame TV. More missions. So we got spearhead assault missions. I think there's rules, and I think some of these rules are for like deadly fog of war. Yep. So there's rules in here for just making it absolutely miserable to be infantry. So all those armies that like to have nothing but infantry, play deadly fog of war against them. Let's see who's laughing then. So Tallarn probably didn't have a lot of big cities and stuff because it was a farming world, so it probably had a lot of small towns and mostly farming, and farm equipment. So I don't think a good. Equipment. It's funny you would say that because that's what knights were originally for. Not Titans, knights, the Questores. They got the big chainsaws. Those are for clearing down huge amounts of forest.
That is good for a Reaver Beaver. See? They need to build big things like that. And then they can just chop down the trees.
My subscribers are going to drop from 22 to 12 because we keep talking about Reaver Beavers. Battle honors. All right. I think I'd seen people talking about this. When you live, if you live, you become better and you get bonuses.
Don't you become better by living anyway?
But they also cost more points too. What?
You said if you live, you become better.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah.
No. If you don't die, just because in normal life, living doesn't mean you become stronger. Living means you don't die.
Yeah, wasn't that what you just said?
No, battle. All right. In the battle honor system is going to be for crusades and stuff, right? In 40K you have crusades, and the battle honors would be like the upgrades you get for that unit living. Good luck living though. Again, I don't know how exactly it's all implemented into this, and I feel like that would take a very long time for a video. I just want to show you cool pictures like these Iron Warriors, Spartans, and stuff. And then we got the formations of Legends. I have looked at the rules online for on the from the app though, so I have seen that I do know about the formations of Legend. I was looking at that today a bunch before this. So we got the Iron Warriors. I'm not pronouncing that. Macro Assault Wing. And it's just Terminators inside of things. Terminators inside of Spartans. Ooh, Kratos. See, doesn't that look good? Don't those look awesome? With all the hazard checks and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I need to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 stands of Terminators for Iron Warriors alone. That's not too expensive, right? Alpha Legion. It's a nice color blue. Plasma guns. So they have nothing but plasma guns. So if you're ever wondering, what do I do with all of these plasma gunners that I don't want to put into games because they're not as good as missile launchers, you put them into your very own Alpha Legion Hero Group Arcadis. Wait, how do you say that?
What?
Arcadis. Hero Group Arcadis. And you get a whole bunch of Punishers and Land Raiders and Sabers, the light tank. I talked about a light tank earlier. It's the Saber. It's got missiles and guns and more guns. It's got a lot of guns. Sometimes you just have missiles. Sometimes you just have axes.
Well,
that's a thing. And then we got a Solar Auxiliary group. Some of the formations are only for loyalists, and some of them are only for Wait, was I looking at... Oh my goodness, guys, I'm a noob. I was looking at the... Oh, no, I'm right. Okay, yeah, so Iron Warriors have a good side and a bad side on this planet, on Tallarn. Fighting. If, you know, they say father fought son, but sometimes father fought his other kids, too. So the Primarchs are the Emperor's sons, right?
Uh-huh.
And 9 of them turned traitor and fought the Emperor. But the traitor Primarchs had loyalists in their legions that were still loyal to the Emperor, so they had to kill them too. And the Primarchs, the Space Marines, are the Primarch's sons. So father fought son, but son also fought grandson. We're terrible. We're bad people.
Well, only you.
We're making them listen to this. Wait, are these the good guys and these are the bad guys? Is this one the bad guys? Okay, yeah. So the macro assault wing is for the bad ones. And then because it says here in its rules, Sons of Perturabo, and those are the traitors. And then over here, you got a Legion Heavy Assault Spearhead Iron Warriors. This is not a formation. It's not a, that's not a formation of legend. So, formations of legends. Okay, so the Iron Hands is the good guy, is the Loyalist Space Marine formation of legends. Mm-hmm. The Iron Warriors one have a traitor one. The Alpha Legions it just says Alpha Legions. Alpha Legion, they're spies. They fought on both sides and they pretended to be on both sides. But in the end, they were just traitors. Unless they're playing the long game. 10,000 years of pretending to be bad. For what purpose? 10,000 years? It's 40,000. It's 38,000 years in the... Warhammer 40K is 38,000 years in the future.
I did not know that's what it stood for either.
Oh, wow.
I never knew that's what 40K stood for. I thought it was like something else. Okay,
so you got a good guy. There's a good guy solar formation and a bad guy solar auxiliary formation that includes basilisks and medusas and more basilisks and storm swords. And you have all
so
three.
Basilisk as in a snake and Medusa as in the Greek.
No. So you watch Harry Potter, right?
Yeah.
You watch it with the kids.
Yes.
The basilisk is the... Okay,
it's
I guess it's
a
snake it's a snake in that. In D&D, it's more of it's a lizard with like 8 legs. Oh. But they turn you to stone. What does Medusa do?
Turns you into stone.
Turns you into stone. The big thing is they turn you into stone. Actually, they break stone in this. They are artillery and they just earth shake.
Well, Harry Potter, his fangs were poisonous.
Yeah. That's... Okay.
Well, and that's how it was in the movie. Maybe the book was different.
Yeah. We take a long time to talk about stuff.
Nah, they don't mind.
If they mind, they're not watching anymore. If they don't mind, there's a couple of different Sicarian detachments in here. By now, they've seen the rules. They know what's going on. You got the termites. I tell you, the fact that termites are for the Legion, for the Space Marines, and not for the Solar Auxiliary is kind of like... You already had drop pods, and now you're also getting... You have the thing that deep strikes from the sky, and now you also have the thing that deep strikes from the ground. Solar Auxiliary have no deep strike. No deep strike. At all. But they've got this. Look at that thing. Oh! That's the Stormblade. They didn't paint the coils blue. They painted them gold. Maybe that's turned off. You got to think at some point they turn these tanks off and they need to cool down and everything.
Is that because the sun didn't power them? That's because that's the solar thing.
I had to think about that for a second, yeah. Formations. Oh, more formations. Aimwit Feligentis Layman Russ Assault Tank. Okay, so that's a specific company, cohort, unit, planet, place.
I just want to see these. I think it's like a car maybe.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like it.
That is a mouthful. See if you can pronounce it.
Seleucid Thorakitite Shadow Sword Super Heavy Type.
Yeah.
I might have not pronounced that right.
The Galabid Oathsworn.
So you got the easy one.
Yeah, no. I tell you, they all look great. Hazard stripes make tiny. Hazard stripes make models look cool. It's amazing that I'm not an Iron Warriors fan in 40K. If they had been loyalists, I would have. I would have gone for them in a heartbeat. More tanks. Oh, this is okay. So it's still broken up into. You still got your Solar Auxiliary in the front, in the back, at the end, and there's the Legions of Astartes rules in front of that. Saber looks nice. That's a lot of weapons. Saber has 3 guns on it. 3 guns for a 30-point model. It doesn't have as much save. It doesn't have as much armor as other tanks do, but it's got it's a lot quicker, and it's got 3 guns. They're all light AT though. None of them are good at actually hitting tanks. Oh no! I'm sorry. The Neutron Blaster, the hull-mounted Neutron Blaster, is an anti-tank. I saw the tank part, and I saw the AT, and immediately assumed light AT. Okay, and so is the hull-mounted multi-melter. I read the rules before. I read the traits before I read the names of the things, and then I didn't really think of that. So it's 3 guns, but you get to pick 2 of them. So you could either go light AT guns, or you could go anti-tank guns. And with that speed, going around for the back, for the rear shots, it's nimble. That's cool. The only light tank in the game right now. The Layman Russ Annihilators and the Layman Russ Exterminator, the Exterminator. Those are the 2 that aren't out yet. Where it's got a twin link blast cannon, or not twin link, Annihilator twin blast cannon and an Exterminator autocannon. I don't know. It's hard to justify them because you already have Malcadors that have way more guns. And then you've got the Legions Astartes tank commanders. I don't know how those exactly. So you can upgrade. You can get yourself a Predator commander, a Sicarian commander, or a Kratos commander, and now it's a tank that has a 6-up save. Ooh, wow! A 6-up invulnerable save, and it has commander, inspire, and master tactician, which is good. I don't know how they fit into the, can you just take them as an HQ choice, or do you take them as a... Do they replace HQ choices, or do they replace, the, tank? Do you buy that instead of a whole tank? Detachment? I don't know. So I need all of these. I need all of them. I need that many.
Did you already have
them? Yeah. Not of these guys.
They all look.
So this is an Iron Warriors Legion company, and you'll notice in the back they have, in the back of this picture, with all these Iron Warriors, right over here, what do we have? Solar Auxiliary. Not painted as the Iron Warriors though. Oh yeah, so they got it allied in as an allied contingent. But Iron Warriors having some Basilisk and or Medusas is just a very Iron Warriors thing to do. And then we got some pictures. Oddly, there's a Palisade in there. Have we not seen the Palisade in the book yet?
It's very yellow.
Very yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Imperial Fist. Oh, hey, and a little ad for books. And more tokens. We always need more tokens. There's no, they didn't punch it at all. So you got to cut it out yourself. And it's printed on the back of the map.
But you have a map on the front anyway.
You do, but it's just not, it's not, you're just, I don't like this. You're destroying the book to get the thing.
Then don't use them.
It says down here, I saw this immediately, permission to photocopy for personal use only. So you can't sell it, but I mean, I'm going to let my opponent use it.
Or you could photocopy it and then cut it out.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's kind of like in the beginning when the game first came out, there was an issue with these. They're very flimsy. They're on very flimsy paper, and it seems like the solution is we're gonna give you more in this book, but also like cut it out. Do it yourself. You want to complain about our paper? Here, use your own paper. Ungrateful.
You don't need them.
I actually, the more you get, the more units you have, the more you need. Or you run out.
Of what?
Of those. Those are the activation tokens.
Exclamation points.
Yeah, that means that they're broken. They're falling back. So, any questions?
No. I think
If you have questions and you stuck around to the end of this long video, I apologize. I get sidetracked.
And I know nothing.
Terrible tag team on this one. You're gonna do the next one.
Okay.
Whatever the next book is, which I don't even think do we have. All right, if you have questions, ask them. Somebody with more experience than myself will answer you, hopefully. Do we know what do we have any speculations for the next book? Terra, there's always Terra. We got Beta Garmins, aka Titan Death. You have no idea.
I would not know.
I feel like there was a third book that wasn't Terra that was like, oh yeah, these are the big three. Maybe Terra was the big three. I feel like there's just something else, like a fourth book or something. The big four? I don't know. Or maybe the big four is just talking about the Chaos Gods.
Or maybe you made it up.
I might have made it up to sound important, like I knew things. So what we'll do is, this will be the end of the video. I'll post this up right now because it's late, and we didn't stay on top of this at all. But I appreciate if you stuck around to this bit. Call this the blooper reel. All the bloopers crammed right into now. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Until next time, this has been Eagle Spire Gaming. Thank you for flying by.